an uncomfortable truth in the process, and I think something that maybe there's quite a bit of lack of awareness is the amount of artwork that gets left out of the final games itself. Through the process, there's a big amount of thinking that is done through the design and the drawing itself. And those pieces of art don't get many times to the end of the project. They might have been extremely beautiful, but they were not conducive for the best game that we could make in a moment. So our decision that I would say looks quite small on the screen, but has a huge impact in our game feels is the concept of values. So if there's lack of contrast, everything is too dark or everything's too light, we lose a sense of what to look at, or we end up not even understanding what we're seeing. Managing the values right, no matter the colors or the textures or all the other things that come on top, is the foundation for us to build the clarity that will get the player to understand what to look at and what he's seeing. Not only that, but also we have it working with another concept called the focal point, where when we plan very well the contrast to have the place or with the most contrast being the place you want the player to look at, you'll direct the player's eyes there. And that is something that is just happening in the background in our minds as we're designing, and no one knows about it, but plays a huge impact on what the game feels like. You can do a game that is just a really bright background, and then you make the reels in the front extremely dark and contrasty, and it works well. You can do the reverse, but if you do everything being kind of in the same value, it will look washed out, confusing. You don't know what's in front of what. That's not very fun. Well, at the end of the day, I think they will kind of go hand in hand, because the technical skill and understanding of them will build taste. At a certain level, when something follows the rules of design in a creative and clear way, you get, no matter the style that was used for the design, a well done product that can be appreciated. So there will be things that might not fit my taste, but I can feel if they are well done, if they are clear, if there's an iconic aspect to it, if there's interest and it's coming across well, and I will be able to appreciate that. So as art director, you get to a point where it's not that much about you just putting in your taste, but understanding the rules of visual making and the technical aspect, so you can build things for tastes other than yours. And that's what I end up doing at the end of the day on this subject. I think the shift in this mindset, it happens when the artists go from trying to design something cool to design something that is clear. Because clarity will be a guide in trying to get the best design out there that the person you're designing it for will understand. And many times a design that is easy to understand, easy to perceive visually, will be following all the rules necessary to make it something extremely appealing. And a lot of it for us humans, appeal resides on something that is easy on the eyes, clear right away. You can see Mickey Mouse is just 3 circles in terms of silhouette. Batman can be understood in just a black and white shape, and this iconography has a very big impact. So when you do this shift from just thinking, how am I going to do something cool that no one understands what it is, to something that is stupidly clear right away, naturally I find that iconic designs and beautiful visual solutions come from that. I think when people get an opportunity to take a peek at how the artists inside the projects think about what they're producing other than just the output itself. There's a lot of extra value to be given to it. The same way that when you see a chef cooking your meal, you might get more excited about what you're going to eat. So platforms like iGamity give the opportunity for artists and other members of the production to share this side of the production itself, and I think it will make it extremely more interesting to be aware of all the depth that goes into creating a game.